Hi guys, and welcome back. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of our knee health series. I am Lauren and this is Seth with Teamwork Bloomington, and we are here to talk about ankle mobility and how that relates to knee health and knee pain.
Yep, so if you've been following us thus far, you'll know we've talked about stable hips and stable feet, right? And what really happens if you look at each joint working your way up the body, there's this alternating pattern of a stable joint followed by a mobile joint. So if our feet are stable, we need our ankles to be nice and mobile to allow for good knee travel. That way we're not loading the joint in a poor manner, right? You look at the knee, it needs to be a little more stable. Most of the movement is in the sagittal plane. It's straight front to back. You get some rotation, but you don't really want it, at least not too much of it. And then you get back to the hip, we're mobile again, right? So as far as ankle mobility goes, you see some people who are very quick second jumpers, or they might have a quick first step, a nice little pop off of the floor. A lot of those athletes are so tight in the calves that they get this very much Achilles tendon loaded bounce, right? Whereas you go to look at their maximal jump, their vertical jump, it might actually be hindering them because they just can't get their knees forward, load up their thighs and their hips like they'd like to. So there are a few ways we go about handling that. You want to talk about them?
Yeah, so looking at the calves first, a really good way to start loosening up your calves a little bit. We recommend using a partner because if you are just starting to roll out your calves for the first time or the first time in a long time, it's going to hurt. So grab somebody that you trust and maybe a foam roller, PVC pipe, tennis ball, something, and just let them kind of go at your calves and dig out those knots. They aren't going to be feeling the pain, so they can just kind of dig all those out for you. Moving down towards the ankle, we recommend doing ABCs with your foot, literally just prop up on the ground on a chair and we're drawing the ABCs or just anything with your ankle to get through a decent amount of time and just moving that ankle. You can also add in a band or just dorsiflexion with that foot to get some movement with that ankle and with your foot, and that'll just help build some strength and then also some mobility with that ankle after you get those calves loosened up.
Final kind of thought before we show you some of the things we do to remedy this and screen for it. When you look at lack of ankle mobility, tight calves, if you're somebody that deals with shin splints, this could be a huge issue. If you're somebody that's got a lot of ankle spraining going on, your body's probably searching for stability in other places. So definitely a time to look at those calves and see what's going on. Stay tuned and we'll show you how we screen and roll.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, guys, so the way that we screen for ankle mobility, there are a few options and we might interchange them depending on who this person is, but the simplest one you can do at home is called the 5-inch test. You can take a tape measure. If you're short-handed, no pun intended, you can go fist and a thumb, just like a short thumbs up. Place that right against the wall and then use your edge of your foot as your guideline. From there, I'm trying to push my knee all the way up against the wall without my heel popping off the floor. If I'm able to do so without my heel popping up, that's a sign of pretty good ankle mobility. You see, for me, I can't quite make it. My heel pops up right at the very end. So that's a sign calves are probably a little bit tight, not necessarily unhealthy or anything, but something that you can focus on to help open you up a little bit.
All right, go for it.
All right, guys, the next thing we're going to show you is a really good way to loosen up these calves. So as we mentioned, we recommend grabbing a partner to help you get these calves rolled out, just because it's a good way to avoid any type of going soft on your calves. So I recommend putting a foam roller underneath your ankle just so it gives you a little bit of leverage. And then we use these PVC pipes to really help you dig in to the muscle. So get behind your partner, and you have a couple different sections of your calf that you can dig into. I start by going just directly down the middle with the pipe, and you just put as much pressure as you can stand and just do a couple different passes forward and back. You're just pushing this way and then also back. I'm taking it easy on Seth right now. And then also angle it so that you get the outside as well as the inside. And like I said, you want to go forward and back. Make sure that you avoid going directly on the back side of the knee. You want to stop a couple inches short. And then you can head down towards the Achilles, but same thing as the back of the knee. You don't want to put too much pressure back there. Stop a couple inches short. the person that you are foam rolling will not enjoy this, but don't be afraid to give it to them. You're only helping them out. So after you take care of this, make sure that you do drink plenty of water to help you recover, and you will be a little sore, but it is a good kind of sore to help you get these muscles worked out. So thanks, guys.
All right, guys, so that is the conclusion of our knee health series. Once again, feel free to ask questions about any of the aforementioned videos. We covered how volume can affect things, hip and foot stability, as well as now we covered the ankle. So this is such a small piece of all that can be going on. There's always more to things, but this is a great way to get started. If you have any questions, ask us.
Stay tuned for everything that we have coming in the future, and please like, comment below anything that you might want to see, any questions like Seth said, and then just stay tuned for everything that we have coming up. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.